Joining me now, Matt Kibbe, President and CEO of FreedomWorks and author of the book, Don't Hurt People and Don't Take Their Stuff, a Libertarian Manifesto. Matt, it's always good to have you here on America's Forum.
Good to be back with you, JD.
So, Charles Krauthammer saying the GOP should push back against the president in this new Congress. Is the timing a little bit off in terms of that long-term spending bill that basically lets the president fund everything, including amnesty, at least through the first 3 months of next year, and then all the other government agencies through what, September of next year?
Yeah, all the way to the new budget year starting October 1. They missed a big opportunity to use the power of the purse. And this is the question that we have moving forward. Yes, Republicans now have control of the Senate as well, but ultimately they're going to have to be willing to fight budget fights, defund the things that they're opposed to, trim spending, understanding that the president will veto that, and they have to stand up to that. And nothing's really changed from last year to this year in that sense. And if their only policy position that is absolute is that we will not shut down the government, it's difficult to see how they do fight the president.
And of course, this president, Matt, seems intent on, hey, forget about the election, forget about the Constitution. I'm going to do what I want, not even formally with executive orders, but by presidential memoranda. Do you believe that the Congress will stand up to the president and try to stop those unilateral actions?
You know, it's yet to be seen. We are going to have a fight on immigration in February. We're likely to have a serious fight on Obamacare should the Supreme Court decision on King versus Burwell defund the subsidies for the state-based, the federal exchanges. There's all sorts of opportunities. There's an opportunity on Ex-Im Bank. There's an opportunity to use budget reconciliation, the same expedited process they used to pass Obamacare in the first place to dismantle Obamacare. And there is some noise amongst Republican leadership that they're willing to fight on these issues. I think it's yet to be seen because they're still going to have to use the power of the purse, and they've been unwilling to do it so far.
Well, one of my old colleagues who's been fighting the conservative fight on Capitol Hill is Congressman Louis Gohmert of Texas. Let's take a listen to what he had to say, then I'll get your reaction.
He wants to talk about what he's going to veto. He's going to use his pen. Well, we've already seen, you know, he used to tell us, Katie, if you've got any ideas about health care, then my door's open. Well, I tried. There are all these security people. They may not keep people from jumping over the fence, but by golly, they keep people like me from getting to the president's Oval Office.
So Louis making light of bipartisan cooperation with the minute and a half that remains in terms of public policy and, yes, the political dimension, with so many people saying, oh, we want to see people work together. How challenging is it for conservatives and libertarians in this political climate? Got a minute to respond, Matt.
Oh, it's very challenging with this president. I would bring up one issue that has very broad bipartisan support, and it appears to be on the fast track in this session, and that's criminal justice reform. It's changing the sentencing laws so that we stop putting so many nonviolent offenders in jail, crowding out the real function of jails. There's questions about reforming the process by which law enforcement seizes assets without any proof of a crime being committed. And this coalition is quite interesting. The White House has said that they're interested in these issues. Charles Koch and George Soros both have expressed interest in these types of issues. And I'm actually working for the first time in my life with MoveOn.org on some of this.
Whoa, now that is something. That could be an interesting coalition. We'll keep our eye on that. Matt Kibbe, as always, we do appreciate your time and your insights. Matt Kibbe, the author of the book, Don't Hurt People and Don't Take Their Stuff. And America's Forum will continue here on Newsmax TV right after this timeout.